Okay. So, good evening, everyone. How are you all?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
So,
evening.
good evening. Good evening, everyone. So, we all are here together again for the JP Growth Meet. So, I am here. I'm Gitanjali, logging in from Delhi, and today I'm going to will be a host. And so, I think before starting this meeting, I would like to tell you certain basic things that what we are going to learn in this meeting. So this meeting is basically is for there are many topics that we are going to cover, but in today's session we'll be learning about health. There will be a topic related to health, and another thing is the business. So how we are growing this business, how we can grow, and what we are learning from others that we are going to share so that we can implement it and we can grow in our business. So this is the basic expectation you should have from this association, right? So welcome you all. So first of all, today is a very short meeting, so I'll try to go fast as it is possible and equally valuable for sure. So we are going to start with the first set of speakers. They are very new to the business and they have attended BBS. BBS is a business building seminar. It is a seminar where um, diamonds and above, we have heard topmost leaders, they come and they teach us and we learn from them. But there is something special about it because I also attended the BBS, so I very well know the importance of going to the BBS. So we have been listening to Nitin and Sri Rashmi. We have been looking at them. They have been there in many. We have seen their photographs also in JP team and SM team. So what they have learned from there and how we can be benefited out of it and how we can implement so that we can also grow. Let's listen from Nitin and Sri Rashmi. Over to you both.
Thank you, Gitanjali. So, like how Gitanjali mentioned, we attended the BBS meet that happened on last Sunday, that was 21st September in Kochi. The first and foremost point I want to mention, we physically met Joe and Priya, and also met Hashim there. So most of the time we meet like in Zoom calls. So it is a great experience to meet physically our coach and friends. Secondly, like we had a great speaker for the meeting, Raja Naren and his wife. Okay, so basically he taught about the main concept which he was teaching in that session was on FIRE. Like FIRE means financial independence and retire early concept. So if we Google it, that is a terminology which is quite common nowadays in Google and all. But he properly taught us like the methodology, the framework we should follow to achieve this. So most of us are into this business or any work which we are doing is like we have enough amount of money so that we don't have to work for the sake of work. We have that luxury of doing whatever we want to, like what is our passion. So this is a extremely good business which he taught the principle how to achieve FIRE, how he has achieved from his experience in past 10 to 20 years. So all these concepts, basically he quoted from one of the famous author called as Naval Ravikant. If you Google it, you will get the details about this FIRE framework which he has mentioned. So overall, the experience was great. We started thinking more about how to achieve FIRE and how to associate ourselves with this business, grow this business, and achieve this financial freedom. Apart from that, we also met a lot of people who were like diamonds. Two diamonds were there, mostly from Kerala unit. So two diamonds were there. After that, Joe, Priya, and others were there. So we got the chance to meet all these people. And Joe met us directly with Raja Narayan. We took photos, and also one of the other counterpart who is also like below diamond. I forgot the terminology. So it was good experience to meet them, and it gave us a lot of inspiration to pursue a similar kind of activity. Okay, I will ask Dr. Sri Rashmi to further.
Hi all. So yeah, it was actually, as Nathan was telling, it was a very amazing session. And I must say, we were actually confused about how to go to the seminar. We indeed wanted to attend the seminar badly, but we have a 1.5-year-old baby, and like we haven't been her off yet. So Kochi is really quite far, but that intent to go there was I think brought us there. And when we like, I was talking to Priya, in fact, like we had a train, which was actually it's like a 7-hour travel to Kochi, but we thankfully got a train, which is like 4 hour. Nowadays, you guys might know the Vande Bharat. But I was about to book, but we do not have a return ticket. So we had to plan something to come back the same day. I called Priya. She was like, that's okay. You just book it. Somehow you will go back. That's okay. So Joe and Priya also gave the motivation. And finally, what I mean to say is when you have the right mindset and that urge to go or achieve something, you things will fall into place. And the same way, all the tickets got confirmed by just 2 days back, and because of which we could attend it, with a happy and free way. Thankfully, we had a great support system. Also, parents, take care of the baby. So very happily we could attend, and as he said, we could meet Joe and Priya, our mentors, who are like friends right now. And yeah, the session, obviously, it was a power pack session, but he himself, Rajan Naren, said that no, he's not as energetic as he is on all the time. So he was, controlling himself, but still the session was very powerful. And even his wife, Anjali Naren, also, spoke very various aspects on, how they implement things in their house, how in their house, and how kids also look at them, and achieving such a very stable income, and how to visualize things eventually, putting up a chart at their home regarding their dreams, achieving it every year. And so kids also start to look at that, and that's a great impact that we'll have in our family life also. And yeah, overall it was a very nice session. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome, awesome, Nitin and Sri Rashmi. It's really wonderful. Sorry, you were saying something?
I don't know. I just wanted to talk about like Joe had also told me like I had my first artistry closure. So thankfully September 21st I think was a great day, because that was the day I closed it on the way to Kochi. Not me, in fact Priya has closed it, but yeah, she's my cousin. And when I got to know about artistry, I got to attend her seminar also. What Priya had done. And then I spoke to my cousin in a normal way, like, I know how she is into skincare and she tries different products and all. So I was like, okay, sister, see, there is this product that I saw. I think it really works good. I've seen people using it. So obviously, the first question she asked me was, did you try it? Like how I asked Priya. So I was like, no, right now I have fewer set of products which I bought recently of other thing. Once I finish it, I'll try. And I wanted to try the scrub also, what Priya was telling. So in that way, I just tried to bring it into picture. I was like, okay, you just try. Why not have a free session with her, and you can listen. So, but I never expected it would be an on-call closure. Yeah, she got very satisfied with the way Priya put it out, and in a very systematic way, how her issues can be managed. She's going to work also, so how can she properly use it in a step-by-step manner? She was satisfied, and she was like, okay, I'll go ahead with the 15K product itself. Yeah, so that was a good thing.
So awesome, awesome, Shri Rashmi. Yes, I really love the way there are certain pointers that we are going to we understood from this is first thing is to pitch in. Sometimes we think we will not pitch. I don't know he will take it or not. So the first step you have already crossed, that you pitched in. No matter other person will say yes or no. Then if the first step is there, definitely the closure will be there. The possibility is very high. And second most important thing I liked about you both was you traveled a very far distance in a train you have a very small son of 1 year old. So this shows that you are eager to learn, and that's the beauty of a person who wants to grow ever in life. So that's the best part. There are many people who are not able to travel or able to decide whether to go or not, but this is the first pillar again, So this shows that you will definitely grow, and I will ask, rather, I would consider myself also to think about having more mindset related to learning. So awesome. And I'm so happy and proud of you both. So so now next I come now my second topic is there is another speaker. She's going to speak on something. So I would like to ask you certain thing that there is a parameter that judges stress, and it is made of two numbers, two alphabets. So it is sometimes it is up and sometimes it is down. Can anyone guess what is that health parameter we are talking about? I'll repeat. I am a parameter. Sorry.
Blood pressure.
Yeah, very good, Nitin. I'm happy that you understood. Yes, definitely blood pressure, because sometimes it is up and sometimes it is down, and it is one of the most important parameters to understand stress. So today, Ritika is going to tell us about what blood pressure is it, and how it can be healed and cured. So over to you, Ritika.
Thank you, Gitanjali. Good evening, everyone. This is Ritika, logging from Ludhiana, and my coach and mentor is Gitanjali and Ledgera. And I'm very thankful for Joe and Priya that they have given me the opportunity to speak on the topic of blood pressure. That is commonly, we can find it at our homes. So basically, blood pressure is सबके अंदर blood pressure is there, but hypertension is the term that is more related to the high blood pressures. That is the term when it comes to our concern, and we start visiting doctors to cure it. Now, first of all, we need to understand that hypertension or the high blood pressure is not a disease. It is just a symptom of certain things going inside our body. We all know that we have two types of blood pressure, like the one is the upper one and the lower one, and the normal range is 120 by 80. Now, if it is elevated beyond these limits over a consistent time or a continuous time, then it comes to into the picture, and then the person is called having the hypertension. So, what are the signs? What are the symptoms of high blood pressure? That is, sometimes we are having uneasy stuff, and it is very difficult to breathe, and we have heart headaches, and heart palpitations are there, and there are certain changes in the vision as well, and sometimes it may also cause the chest pains. And when it is not cured over a long period of time, it can lead to certain health issues like heart attack and all. So, what are basic, effects of high blood pressure? So, some people have memory problems because the blood vessels are damaged. So, they have these memory problems as well, and the heart failure and all that is all related to hypertension. We all know, and it can also result into the failure of kidneys as well. Sometimes we are not even recognizing these factors that high blood pressure can slowly and steadily affect the other body parts as well, like kidneys, because when the heart is not able to pump properly, it is the arteries are not able to relax properly, so it results in high blood pressure. And when the blood will not reach the organs in a proper speed or proper ratio, then it can create the certain issues in those organs. Now, what are the basic factors, or what are the causes of this hypertension? So, one we all know, that is the alcohol misuse. If anyone is taking excessive alcohol or excessive caffeine, so they all are resulting into higher blood pressure. Then comes the high carb and ultra processed food. If someone is on ultra processed diet, they can also have the high blood pressure. If a person is having sedentary lifestyle like we all are having these days, so physical inactivity is also resulting into high blood pressure. And poor sleep quality is also symptom as well as the cause of high blood pressure. Some people are not having proper sleep due to, or poor sleep quality due to hypertension, and that is the basic reason. When we are not sleeping properly, it is creating hypertension. And chronic stress, that is the main point that comes into the picture. We all are facing, we are in the era where stress comes to us naturally. Even if you are at the, going to the mountains and practicing all the things, but still stress will come to you in one or the other shade. So that is also the cause of hypertension. And one important thing, sometimes we miss that. And sometimes we say if blood pressure is there, sugar will be there, or sugar is there, then blood pressure is there. They both are interrelated. Type 2 diabetes is very much related to hypertension. Now, how? Because when a person is insulin resistant, there is a thin layer on the arteries that is helping the arteries to relax and maintaining the blood pressure. But if someone is having some insulin resistance, then the arteries are not able to relax properly, and hence resulting into the hypertension. So how we can treat these things? What are the basic things or tips we can follow to lower the blood pressure? First is that because we have studied the factors was a high carb diet or the ultra processed diet, so we can go for the low carb diets. So that will contribute to when the it will be low carb diet, so insulin resistance will automatically reduce a little. So that will help in reducing the blood pressure. Next is by practicing certain types of intermittent fasting, but it is very crucial that we need to see which things are triggering our basic blood pressure things, and considering those things and having the low inflammation diets and stress at that time, it can also help in maintaining the blood pressure. Sometimes intermittent fasting, or some people are fasting in a way that it lowers the blood pressure below a certain level. That is also very dangerous. So we should opt for a minimal things, like whatsoever suits us and according to our blood pressures. Then vitamin D plays an important and crucial role in maintaining this blood pressure. How? Like vitamin D is regulating the calcium, right? And when it is regulating the calcium, so the arteries are not blocked. Sometimes we listen that if the person was having high blood pressure or hypertension over that period of time, and there was a blockage in the veins in the arteries. That is sometimes in layman language, people also say that there was a calcification in certain things that causes the this blockage in the arteries. So vitamin D, if we are having the optimal amount of this vitamin D, it can also regulate the calcium thing. Reducing the stress, obviously, it helps a lot in lowering the blood pressure. Then we should incorporate non-starchy foods. Now, these non-starchy foods may be avocados, tomatoes, and other green leafy vegetables that are rich source of minerals, and they support our heart health very nicely. So to take this, we can't have all the non-starchy vegetables, or we can't have that much of portion in a day to control the things. So we have certain set of nutrition in our program as well that can be incorporated to curb this blood pressure problem. So I'll come to that in the last part. And what other minerals that are important? Like I said, calcium ko regulate karna hai. For that, we also need magnesium, because magnesium is helping in the blood vessels to contract and relax, and enhance the blood pressure reduction and support the healthy heart function. For that, we need the magnesium as well. And sometimes when we go to a doctor, if someone is facing this hypertension, what they do is they reduce the quantity of sodium, but they never tell us that potassium, increasing the quantity of potassium, will also counteract the effects of sodium. So, if we are reducing the potassium, we should also incorporate the dosage of potassium. That will help in counter affecting the things, and this will stimulate the blood vessels, and the walls will be dilated, and the blood will be more free to flow through the arteries. And regular exercise is minimum 15 to 20 minutes that is required for the to monitor the blood pressure and to have a healthy lifestyle. And the things, the nutrition set we are having in our program, and that we can suggest to the our clients, that they are, if they are facing this hypertension problem, is one is CH balance, that helps in the heart health, and it contains the green tea effects. If I can share my screen so I can show the things as well. So this is the basic CH balance. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a CH balance that will help in heart this heart functioning. That is for heart health, basic. And the next one is the garlic. This is also for the heart health, better heart health. And obviously, when our heart health is being monitored, our blood pressure will be in control. And the next one is Kelmec that I have talked about, that optimum level of vitamin D as well as magnesium and potassium. That helps in the regulation of all the things. Right? So these are the set of nutrition. And also when we were talking about the green leafy vegetables and more non-starchy food, in that we can have the concentrated fruits and vegetables tablet that will help in monitoring and these help us to for the proper nutrition in our body. That will help in proper maintenance of the blood pressure. So in short, we can say that it is not a disease. It can be it is just a symptom of various things, and we can reverse it by having a proper set of nutrition. That's all by my side. I hope I added some value. Thank you. Over to you, Gitanjali.
Awesome, Ritika. You spoke very well and you have explained very well. And काफी डेप्थ नॉलेज में हमको पता चला, जो शायद पढ़ा तो मैंने भी था पहले भी, बट वो काफी चीजें रिफ्रेश हो जाती हैं. एंड आई एम वेरी हैप्पी दैट यू मतलब काफी डेप्थ में काफी अच्छे से आपने एक्सप्लेन किया. सो वेरी गुड रितिका. सो जस्ट ऑल दोज हु डू नॉट नो, रितिका इज अ फ्रेंच टीचर करंटली. सो वो टीचिंग वाला शी एक्सप्लेन्स वेरी वेल. सो थैंक यू रितिका. Next comes that that we have been listening to so many things. Excuse me. There are many associations we are coming. We have listened to, है ना? जैसे आपने देखा होगा, this is a JP Huddle where we are learning so many things. There is another association which we call book club. It is on Tuesday 9 to 9:30 p.m. Only half an hour. So in that book club, we read book, we discuss about the book. So currently the book that is going on is Developing the Leader Within You by John C. Maxwell. And I consider, frankly telling you, from PhD background, मैंने इतना पढ़ाई किया था ना, मुझे बुक से नफरत थी. I hardly used to like, और मुझे कोई बोलता था ना बुक पढ़ लो, तो मेरे को होता था बस भाई अब तो अति हो गई, अब too much. अब मैं finally I'm living my life by not reading books. But that was not right, because मुझे लगता है कि असली लाइफ तो बुक्स पढ़ने के बाद शुरू हुई है. Not that हमारे टेक्निकल बुक्स, but the other books which actually showed us कि कैसे जिंदगी जीनी है और कैसे बिजनेस बिल्ड करना है, कैसे ग्रो करना है. So I learned to read the books, but somewhere I found कि ना मैं consistency is gone. पढ़ नहीं पाते हैं, ठीक है ना? So we have a beautiful book club. I don't think so in a week half an hour is enough. बहुत ज्यादा है. We are just discussing the मतलब वो जो complete chapter we are reading it in a whole week that we discuss in that time. And I remember Joe has always been my guide and coach. He always says that if you are planning something, a bigger pin, or maybe if you're looking for the team or partners, then always go parallelly with the books, because otherwise you won't be able to handle the things. Because at every stage of life, or we say every stage of business, there are different set of things that come across our lives. So are we able to handle it or not? That defines how strong we are. And strength comes from the books. So this book is amazing and I have started to implement it. So I would suggest everyone to join that book club from 9 to 9:30 on Tuesday if you want team, frankly. And if you want team, and plus if you want to hold your team, right? And second, there is another thing that in Telegram we have JP Core Run. So we all know that JP Core Run is for whatever audios or whatever videos we are watching or listening to the audios, we update over there. So putting over there does not mean that we have listened to a lot of audios. It means that we are doing something. So we know that everyone is watching us. Maybe whatever you share, maybe someone else will also listen to, but it is that we are on a track. मुझे ऐसा लगता है जितनी भी चीजें ट्रैकिंग के लिए होती है ना, it is never that कोई दूसरा हमें देख रहा है. It is always that ourself. अरे मैंने आज डाली नहीं, I should put in the audio and the video. For self tracking, I think we should keep on putting things So similarly, GP Koran is for the audios and videos, whatever you listen to, do update over there. And then comes, we have a boot camp that is coming up on this Sunday. Do join and ask your prospects, all those who are new, they should join it. And there are certain set of assignments, the basic assignments, I'm sure you can take help of your coaches. They will guide you how to do it, do the assignments. And last is the night owl. We have a night owl by Sam at 10 p.m. So we all know that there are massive layoffs are going on in various companies currently. And we know that people are looking for opportunity, but they have some kind of a mindset. If we want to pitch the opportunity to them, or we want to more people, so what the approach should be, that Sam is going to tell about, and it is a brainstorming session. So we'll be and it is open to everyone. So iska fayda utha lo, because in many times Sam ke sath jo meeting hota hai, there is always a qualification linked with it, either 15%, 9%, or maybe silvers and above. So it is an open session. Do join and listen to how brainstorming happens and how the ideas comes. So do join that session. And now comes our leader, the leader of the leader, Joe. And I would like to say that we all are under the Joe's umbrella, and we all are here just because somewhere Joe has helped us ever in this business in the right way, and especially in giving the mindset in terms of, in my case especially, Pesato, he gives mindset to everyone. So Joe has also attended the PBS, which Nitin and Sri Rashmi were talking about. But let us hear from a leader what he has taken out, the pointers, and how, obviously those would be at higher level, how those pointers we can use and we can implement, and so that to grow our business again. So thank you, Joe, for giving me chance to do hosting. I hope I did justice to it. Thank you. Over to you, Joe.
Thank you, Gitanjali. Obviously, you've done awesome. Right, all the speakers, in fact, right? Nitin, Sri Rashmi shared their excitement. Actually, they covered many of the things that I'm going to cover. They could have covered it better. I think Nitin is studying about fire a lot. He could have covered it better. Ritika about BP, lot of information, what are the supplements that we can use. So many people are struggling, BP, especially because of stress, right? And then obviously nice hosting and a lot of events happening. Wanted to close early today because we wanted to give break to people before they join again at 10 p.m. for this brainstorming session. Now, what Nitin and Sri Rashmi talked about, right? What Raja Naren spoke is about fire. For people who don't know what fire is financial independence, retire early. But the beautiful thing that Raja Naren talked about is fire is not just about making money. It's about doing something with your free time, also spending time with your family, with your parents, right? He plays cricket with his son, right? That is not just about the money. So he talked about a video which became viral. So we got that video, we got that link. So I thought I will show you this. So this video, he posted just like that. He's playing cricket with his son inside his house. You won't believe it. This, see, 26,010 likes, and this is some millions views. I don't know where I can see the view. I'm not very comfortable with Instagram, so I don't know where you can see the view. Anyways, let's watch the video. So Anjali is taking the video, okay, and would you love to do this on a Monday morning? Or let it be not morning, it may be any time of the day. They are together, enjoying inside his house. This is inside his house. They got to play cricket inside his house. See the size of his house, right? And the next thing he talked about was his house. Okay, I'll share these links. Right, you can see this. His house is so when he had this dream of building his house, a lot of things. Obviously, I can't talk about the entire BBS. He says that he called up Anjali once from the airport, and said that he was reading some magazine about the top 50 homes in India or something. And he just called up Anjali and told, and this is when he was nothing, said that within a few years, we will have a house and this will be in the top 50 houses in India. This magazine will talk about our house. And it actually, I mean, obviously it is his dream and he made it happen. So this is his house, 6,500 feet. Imagine a house, 6,500 feet. You can see it's a beautiful home. Maybe I'll send you the link. This is the entire house from the outside, see the garden. And he says this house has been planned by him along with architects. He had certain requirements. It's not like any other house. He had very, very. So this is where I think they played cricket. This is that chandelier, right? So he was somewhere on this corner. So beautiful dreams can come true. And he talks about his car. So when he said, my dream was to have a car and I bought a car for the first time recently, I was like, short, how can a person like him who's made so much of money buy a car now? He said every other car was a tool. This car was for his father and it was a BMW, I don't know which series and not, BMW. And his father was a government employee. Right? And they never had a car because he says that every time they thought about buying a car, he has 3 elder sisters. Every time they thought about buying a car, one sister used to get married and all the money used to go for the marriage. That's a typical middle class family, right? That's what happens. So he never could afford a car and never had their own home. They had a government, quarters when he was working in the government job. But now such a big house, and he says this home, his family, his parents, everyone stayed together. So those things he was telling, it's not about the money. It's not just about retiring. It's about having the time to spend with your family also. It's very, very important. Right. And then he talked about Naval Ravikant. Right. There's a beautiful book, Naval Ravikant, where he talks about how to achieve fire. And he has changed it a little bit, obviously, to suit our business. Hashim, you wanted to say something or raise your hands? I think cricket thing, huh? You want to play
that was
cricket?
for the cricket thing, Joe.
Obviously, I can relate with you. Okay, so I'll just quickly run you through what he mentioned, but obviously we'll have to deep dive into this multiple times. So these 8 or 9 things that I'm going to talk about, again, according to him and according to Naval Ravikant, this is not like you can do the second thing first. You have to do this in order. Right? The first thing is to have absolute clarity of what you want. Absolute clarity. And what he said is most people, I mean, I am a bright example actually. If you ask me, why did I take up engineering? I had no clue. There were only 2 options given to me. One was MBBS and one was engineering. Both my elder sisters were doctors and they talked about dissection of human dead bodies and all. I was like, no way I'm going that direction. Right? So that was how I decided to do engineering. Later, 4 years working, I got fed up with IT. I thought I want to leave IT. And that was the reason for doing MBA. There's no other reason. I was good at studies. So I had no clarity on what I wanted in life till I saw this opportunity. Right? And what he said is most people, if they ask, why are you studying? Or he does these sessions for colleges where he talks to youngsters, career counseling kind of stuff. There's a lot of jokes he cracked. He said the moment at the end of that talk, obviously the teachers or the people who invited him would think, why did I even invite this guy? Right? Because he talks proper stuff. Anyway, so most people, they think about what status I get, what job can I get, what title can I get. That is status. Many others think about how much money I can make, especially from a job. And he says these are not actually what will take you to fire. What will take you to fire is wealth, net worth, basically. Right? People who have been in finance, I think you guys have attended a couple of my finance sessions also. I always tell what actually matters is your net worth, not what income you're making, not what is your position in the industry. What actually matters is net worth. So having absolute clarity of what you want. Okay. One very important thing. Second, once you are clear with this, then only you can move to the second thing. Second, he says build one income source. And this income source has to be perennial, which means it has to keep coming again and again. You build it once, the money keeps coming again and again, which obviously cannot happen in a job. Right? See, at some point of time, we will all retire. Either you will retire when you are 60 or you'll be thrown out of your job. It will be a forceful retirement, or according to FIRE, you can retire on your own, but that income will stop. But if you build your own business, especially a business like ours, the income is perennial, right? Because you build a team, as long as the team is performing, the income keeps coming. And once that happens, you have built an income source which is perennial, you can actually diversify. And Priya was telling, Priya did some study, and it seems that he has already started a gym and multiple other things related to health and fitness, all in the same field, because he has created this wonderful income source, and then in the same field, he is diversifying. So that's the second thing, build one income source, and luckily, we are in the right opportunity where he can do this. Third, pick an industry where the world is looking for a solution. Do you have a doubt what the world is looking for right now? Health, right? Obesity, reversing all these health issues. And again, we have this beautiful healthy weight loss solution in our hands. They say pick an industry where the world is looking for a solution. And we have two in such industries. Skincare is also there, health is also. Right? So to a large extent, the clarity part is something we have to focus on. Many people don't have that clarity. And we also always keep telling why, figure out why you want to build business. The second and third part is already given to us in a platter. Fourth, this is again something we have to do. Build specific knowledge in that industry with the mentor. So what is the specific knowledge that we need in our industry? Can anyone tell me? What is the specific knowledge that we require in our industry?
About nutrition.
About health and also about people. Right? Health, skin, everything is required, but more importantly, how to handle people. So he again kept on telling that he does a lot of reading, actually, a lot of reading on how to handle people. So very important, specific knowledge, obviously in the health, in the skincare industry, but more importantly, how do people behave? Very important to learn that. Again, that's why we all recommend reading books. How can I improve myself so that I can handle people better? Pick business partners with intelligence, common sense, teachability. Very, very important. It's not about finding random people. It's about finding business partners with intelligence, common sense, teachability. Otherwise, you will waste a lot of time. We have all wasted time, but finding the right people is extremely important. And then keep on iterating this. Trial and error. Mistakes do happen. Keep on iterating. And in this process, always says there is always a fight between two people. How many people remember the story of the bad dog and the good dog? Right? There are two people inside us, we always tell, right? He told as old me versus new me, but every day or every second, there are two people inside us. One person which says, Joe, you are the best. Whatever you're doing it really well. Go for it. Take up more challenges. Right? This is one person. There's another person who says, slow down. You will fail. Don't try out things. Just be in your comfort zone. There's another person. There's always a fight between these two people. So what he says is one has to die every single day. It's not like you kill it one time, it won't come up the next day. It will again come. Every single day you have to kill the bad dog. And how do you do that? By putting positive in your mind. right? Books, audios, attending these functions. And he says this is every single day this has to happen, even today. He is so successful, even today this has to happen. And become a master in your craft. See, we have only few things to learn. Become a master here. And sometimes we get so, because there's no clarity, you put your hands into a lot of things. And we become a jack of all trades and a master at none. You heard that, no? Jack of all trades, master. Become a master in your craft. And he talked about different types of revolutions, right? We had agricultural revolution, industrial revolution. Then came the information, where you get all the information, right? It's all available on YouTube. Now he said, I'm hearing it for the first time, it is the attention revolution, right? It's very difficult to grab people's attention these days. He says, if you can grab people's attention with your knowledge or whatever, if you can grab people's attention, you will succeed. And whatever work you do, he says, do it excellently. Give an example of a sweeper. He said, we might wonder as a sweeper, what work can we do or who will care? He said, if someone comes there, they should ask, oh, who swept this street? This is so can span. That is how, as a sweeper, that is how you should work. Similarly, as a coach, if you are taking care of a client, everyone around that client should ask, hey, who was your coach? The kind seeing the transformation. And let's say I have a team member, let's say it's not a client. Seeing the changes in that person because of the books we are reading, the audios, people should ask, hey, what have you got yourself into? The changes the changes might not be physical, right? There are other changes also that happens. My father, I remember very clearly when he was completely against this opportunity, my parents. Okay, when I told them I was in Bangalore, they were in Trivandrum, I called them and told them that I'm building this business. After some time, once I was sure, and they were like, no, don't do this. I was preparing for CAT then, right? So they said this, you will not study, you will waste all your time in this. But then luckily he came to Bangalore for something. When he came to Bangalore, I took him to one of the open meetings, physical open meetings. Met Sam, he met Ankur. And by that time, he saw me also. I was also wearing a suit. And see, I was not at all a person who was well dressed. I mean, in the sense, I never used to care about how I used to dress. But even for marriages, I used to go in a jeans and a t-shirt. Where everyone used to wear formals. I used to wear a jeans and t-shirt and all. But he saw me wearing formals. So he understood that there is a good change happening in me. So he asked, why have you changed your dressing and all those things? And I told him about this opportunity. I took him to the open meeting. And that's when at the end of that open, he said, he didn't know. He just asked me, how much money does it take you to continue this business? He thought there is a monthly cost attached. Usually businesses, there's a running cost, right? His idea was that he's planning to pay me that. He said, I will pay you that, continue with this opportunity. I said, there's no cost to this. It's free. And he also started giving me his blessings after that day. Right? That is because of the changes that Sam was able to bring in me. Because of this opportunity. Again, be an excellent and leverage. How many people have heard about Archimedes' principle? I have a slide on that. What Archimedes says is, give me a place to stand and then lever long enough and I will move the world. So you know the power of a lever, right? So if you have a long enough lever, Archimedes said that he can even lift earth. So similarly, any business you have to leverage. And there are three kinds of leverage you can do. Most businesses leverage with capital. Right? Most businesses, they put money and get back more money. Most businesses leverage capital. Some businesses and also most businesses leverage people also. They recruit people, leverage people's time. Right? And then we can also leverage social media. We are doing that, right? We are doing 2 and 3. We don't need to do 1. We don't have to spend too much capital in this business. It's all about reading our own books. Maybe that's the only investment that we have. Can't even call it an investment on our business. It's investment on ourselves. So he gave Archimedes principle. He gave an example. Earth is the dreams, right? Whatever dreams that you have, to move that, the leverage that you have is the team. That is why a team is required. If a team is not big enough, it's not possible to achieve your dreams. And there needs to be a fulcrum, right? This is the fulcrum. That is the place where the lever has to balance. That fulcrum is happy. Beautifully explained this. So this is the fire principle. What I want everyone to do is at least keep on telling this, have this clarity. Clarity on what you want from life. Don't run behind money and status. Focus on net worth. And net worth is not lifestyle. It's not just even money. It's about having that time when your family needs it. Right? God forbidding tomorrow something happens in your family. Can you just easily say, okay, I'm done with my job. Let me spend time with my parents right now. Or will you be like, oh my God, where will I arrange money for my parents? They need my time also. See, I am actually in Cognizant right now. I've been given a responsibility of helping people with work from home. There are certain situations where people request work from home. And you won't believe it. It's so sad. Someone is not absolutely well, or today I got a case where a lady, her kid has to be aborted. Not kid, the fetus had to be aborted. And they're asking for work from home. And even that, they have to submit all medical proofs, HR has to approve. They have asked for 90 days, they don't even give 30. And I'm asked to coordinate all this. I'm like, crazy it is. If they had that situation where they could take rest and be at home, they would prefer that. But obviously, money is also important. There are other cases where parents are, they have recently got to know they're diagnosed with cancer. They have to take them to the hospitals, etc. Can I get work from home? Do you think if they had enough money, they would ask for work from home, or they would have said, oh, I want to just take off job and spend few years, whatever few years are left for my parents, be with them. So have that clarity. I'm not saying these things will happen to us, but have that clarity on why you want to build the business. So why you want not only this business, anything you do in life. Clarity is extremely crucial. You don't run behind everything. Okay. So that's what Raja Naren spoke. Obviously, I can't speak as well as he did. But I was very happy because somehow I got a feedback that Raja Naren had. Obviously, it was not his fiery self. People have listened to Raja Naren, but still it was a lot of value. And I was right there in the front taking down notes. Very exciting it was. Planning to apply all this going forward. So that's what I wanted to share, guys. Take a 10-minute break and be back. This is going to be a very interesting session, especially for people who wants to take their business to the next level. Okay. And be there and learn from the best. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.